Hi, it's Felix again, and I want to talk about my thoughts about designing the factions. This is not a rule video, it's really just a personal approach on how I approach the factions in creating them, what their strengths and weaknesses are. Yeah, let's just dive into. So we start with a gnome. Gnome has their specialty is that they are quite average here with their values and their scores. What makes them special is that they start with an angel drawn randomly at the beginning of the start of the game. So every time you play the gnome, you pretty sure play with a different setup. For example, if you start with Questor, you will go for a lot of demons because you gain less demons with him. If you have Alva, for example, you really go dive deep into the ship movement game because you can move your ship for free at the beginning of each turn. Like every angel really gives you a new twist to that faction, and yeah, that makes it different from any other faction. In designing the Queendom of Mespanne, I found it intriguing to make a military faction only consisting of women, and a queendom that only allows women to fight on sea, and also only mothers can be higher rank officers because they really know and understand what responsibility means. The Mespanne are designed to have very high values with strength, so they can easily score epic deeds that need strength, and also they are really good in purifying areas. Their first officer, Mayor Admiral Adele, also allows to purify an adjacent area, which means you don't have to really ship into an area with 5 demons. You can just purify it from adjacent areas and then move in there to gain the reward, for example. And if you install the upgrade of Lieutenant O, you also gain 2 additional victory points. So you can have, like, with 2 areas where you gain 5 demons, and with Lieutenant O installed, you score 14 glory with cleaning 2 areas without taking demons. So 14 glory is nearly the amount you gain from a demon lord or an angel. So this is why the Mespanne has a unique play style if you really dive deep into purifying areas. The Guild once was the standard faction because the game was designed at a certain point in the design process as a symmetrical game, and the Guild was actually this symmetrical faction until we asymmetricalized the game again. They are really strong in ship movement because they start with 2 points of ship movement and can play a lot of journey cards. So this is why they are like jack of all trades, as they have movement and journey cards. They always have something to do and something they can control, like ship movement, but also have a lot of random options they gain from their journey cards, which leads to a lot of interesting strategies every time you play them. The Kusan has their unique trait is that they roll a lot of the destiny die, which grants them random benefits, which you cannot really plan your strategy on, but you can plan on installing a lot of upgrades. That's why they earn a lot of money, so that you can buy at least 1 upgrade per round. And with the first officer Falcon, you can also install upgrades. And, like for 30 coins you gain 1 upgrade, and for 70 coins you gain 2 upgrades. So you can have like a lot of upgrades on your heroes, which really helps you building up an engine that works better and better with every upgrade. And that's why they have the trade-off with the dice roll, because you cannot be sure which result you gain from the dice. The Quanan also have 2 points of ship movement because they can split it between their main ship and their Kraken. The Kraken is like the main tool for this faction. They are really average here on the board because they have to do a lot of the things with the Kraken. The Kraken is strong because he can move through areas without taking demons. He can fulfill epic deeds, and he even can kill demon lords without an angel attack. The Kraken cannot awake angels, so that's why you have to do a lot of different stuff to gain enough victory points to win the game. Yeah, and you always have to take care of 2 ships, and that's why they can split actually their movements. And they are actually the soft brothers of the demon lords. As the demon lords are crustaceans like crabs and lobsters, they are octopus, and also like for me it was like a mer people faction, and they have like a special story because the demon lords destroyed their original empire. In the expansion for the nation expansion, you gain 2 additional factions called Mercenaries of Glyon and the Council of Lavaloan. The Glyon are retired mercenaries on their faraway island of the giants, and they do their last journey to be worthy of being celebrated in songs, ballads, and epics. That's why they have really strong heroes, and also they are really strong on their moral tracks with permanent bonuses here. And it's up to you to decide which of these bonuses are the most valuable for the start of the game, because you cannot increase all morale at the same time. Do you want to have less workers to gain better rewards from the refreshment phases? You want to move additional speed, you have more cards, you ignore 1 icon on the epic deeds challenges, or do you want to ignore 1 demon lord curse? That makes them always an interesting decision here. And the first officer is also able to kill demon lords without the need of having an angel attack. You just pay coins to destroy a demon lord, which could be really helpful and handy to to gain a lot of victory points. The Council of Lavaloan are strong in increasing ranks, but the most interesting part about them is they grow stronger the more demons you have. But on the flip side, the more demons you have, you also have the risk of having too much negative points at the end of the game. So you always have to find a balance between having demons, gain the benefits from it, and getting rid of them in time so you don't score negative points. I had a lot of fun designing and inventing EOS Island of Angels with my wife. We played a lot of sessions and had always a fun time exploring the world and exploring which engine mechanic works, which don't. And I really hope that some of that joy, that you will find some of that joy from playing the game on your table too.